How to get your Facebook page more active. I get asked this question all the time. My name is Mandy Stevens with Finding Your Indie. I'm a social media strategist, social media manager, and ad manager. So I'm going to give you a lot of tips, but you're going to have to remember that none of this happens quickly. It takes time. We all know that Facebook is a pay-to-play, and that's okay. We're there for free. So when you have an active page, it is showing Facebook that your content is worthy to show other people. They want, even your ads, everything, they want it organic. They want to show people what they want to see, which is completely understandable. So when your content is worthy, it even helps your CPC with your ads. If your page is inactive, you need to figure out why it's inactive. Is it because you're not posting? Because you need to post and it needs to be regular. Is it inactive because you only post about your books? I see this happen all the time. People forget about everything, their newsletter, their social media, until they have a release. And then, post. So if you follow us on TikTok, I actually go into this a little bit on why you don't want to do that. So maybe your Facebook page is inactive because you have the wrong audience. It might be your mom who doesn't really care about your sci-fi fantasy, or it might be your grandma who's never even heard of reverse harem. Or did you join a follow for a follow and you have a bunch of authors who are following your page? That's not good either. So if you join a giveaway or hop in a group for a takeover or other pages and you got a bunch of followers, that's awesome. Okay, so there's reasons why you might not think this is awesome, because some people only want free things, but if you can convert 10% of those people into regular readers, I think it's worth it. Okay, so there are lots of ways to get more fans to your page, and I'm going to get into that in another video in a couple weeks from now. So we're going to assume that all of the people who are following your page are fans. And if they're not, then it's your job to convert them into your fans. So what do you post on your page? Hey, I'm glad you asked. Of course, you're going to add your new releases and your backlist. Remember to post the books you've already written about. You need to figure out who is your reader. Bonnie and I have done talks on this before. But you need to figure out who they are as a person, what movies, shows, maybe sports if you write hockey romance, what things that your readers are interested in. Because you can use these things to connect with them as a person. I have my notes so I don't forget anything. Okay, so for an urban fantasy author, I might share something witchy or Marvel related. A high fantasy author, I'm going to share things like Lord of the Ring memes. Sweet romance is lovey-dovey or Hallmark related. You can ask them things like what Hallmark movie they've watched recently, or talk about something that you've watched. If it's a spicy romance, those pictures of hot eyes get lots of likes and comments. So coffee memes do really well, even if you yourself don't drink coffee. It's your reader probably does. And you can never go wrong with book memes because, that's why people are there, because they read books or they listen to books. I have posts that go viral quite often. It's usually not your book, it's the things around your book, but it does bring people to your page. So I have a popular one that it's gone viral several times on different people's pages. It's a graphic. It says, "The loudest sounds I want to hear today." It had a picture of a shower running, coffee dripping, and a page turning. That sounds pretty good, and apparently other people thought so too. So when you have something go viral, you're going to want to pop the link into a sale that you have, or if you're wide and you have a first in series for free, or your magnet, because you want to get those extra eyes on it, and you will get downloads and you will get sales. So next, ask questions. These are great because people like to talk about themselves. People want to be heard, and they want to interact, especially if they think that you care, which you should because they're your readers. So this is great. If you're not sure what your readers are interested in, then this is the perfect time to find out. A good question that I like to ask is what shows or movies that they're currently watching, because that can tell you a lot about your reader. I usually ask a question or two every week. It depends on the page and if there's a release, because if there's a release, I keep it light on the other stuff. It's mostly release. Every once in a while I'll put something in between the release posts so people aren't like, oh, buy my book, which it is, buy my book. Go buy the book. Other great things to share on the page are your artwork from your books, excerpts, and things like that. So remember, it is going to take a while to warm up your page. You have to be consistent. If that's still not working, then you need to figure out what's going on. Like, why? Are these people not your fans? Do they not want to hear from you? And if that's the case, you need to get people who do care about your books on your page. And I'm going to give you some tips for growing your page in another video. So if you're in Hive Mind, Boss Mode, or my social media course, then you have access to a meme bank. I think I have 800 graphics and questions and interactive posts in there. So don't forget to like and subscribe and join our Facebook page. And next week I'm going to be back talking about the social media for April. Hope to see you then.